Hey folks, and welcome back to Glenn and Adrian's Rock Talk. That's Adrian.
And that's Glenn.
And today we are going to be taking another look at Sina drums performing a cover. This time she's got a whole band with her, so it's a full band cover of Toto's Africa. All right, this is one song we have never seen before on the channel. We're both familiar with it. But Adrian, do you have any thoughts ahead before we dive into Toto?
I'm looking forward to Sina and her friends doing this song.
It was recently covered, I think, by Weezer or Ween or somebody, some band with a W that came out in the 90s.
Yeah.
And it was all right. Let's check this out. We will discuss afterwards.
All righty.
Longing for some solitary company. I know that I must do what's right. Sure as Kilimanjaro rises like Olympus above the Serengeti. I seek to cure what's deep inside, frightened of this thing that I've begun. Gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. I bless the rains down in Africa. Gonna take some time to do the things we never had.
Okay. Well, interesting. What'd you think, Adrian?
Well, the performance maybe isn't an exact copy of the original, but it's a new kind of perfect. There was some artistic license taken, and they're qualified. And I took the liberty of watching the Toto video earlier today, and it sounds like they upped the key on this, like a minor third or something like that.
Is that three half steps by any chance?
Yes.
You know what? They probably did, because I happened to notice that their keyboard player, what's his name? Marius Holland. I happened to notice that he was playing three half steps down on the keyboard, because every time he did this, he actually did it up here. So apparently he learned it in the original key, and then they're like, well, the singers would really like it if we could bring it up 3 half steps. That's what happened, guaranteed. So, so everybody, he was lucky. He has a transpose key, but the rest of the band's probably like, oh, okay, hold on, let us adjust these charts. Give us a moment. We had our regular bass player in there, Nils Neumann. Recognized him even without his glasses. Let me see here. We had on tenor sax, Camilo Bastidas. Guitar, Nathan Becker. Percussion, Catano Ruin. And by the way, I noticed he was getting 2 very distinct tones that he could reliably get on the conga, because I was trying to figure out where that third tone was coming from. And okay, he's just hitting it a little different on the smaller conga. So I thought that was cool. That's a good skill to have. It's not always that easy to be that consistent with the tone you're going to get when you do that. Backing vocals, Gianna Adomara. Larissa Kotzwander, who also did the arrangements for the backing vocals. Chorus and backing vocals sung by Megija Maria. And then verses and backing vocals sung by Effie Anna.
I noticed the saxophones in this. I don't think they're in the original. I didn't hear them in the video.
So, yeah, let's find out what the original instrumentation was on the song. I do know that some things were taken over on the keyboard that were probably actually percussion instruments, maybe actual marimbas, that sort of thing. Of course, we had congas, we had recorders, we had marimba. Joe Picaro played marimba. Okay, and I'm pretty sure that was one of the things that the keyboards took over here. Yeah, I don't see any saxophones listed, but there are recorders, and I don't know that I saw any recorders in this particular performance. I think we had sax instead. A lot of synthesizers. This was at a point where there was a lot of synthesizers coming into the mix. But it was very nicely done the first time around. I think that Sina and band did very well there. She was solid as always. A very solid performance.
Yeah, one thing I wondered too is I noticed a lot of them were dressed in black leather jackets.
Well,
if some of them were in like a band that kind of joined Sina, or...
Well, it just so happens that right now in London, it's between 50 and 40. Could just be because the weather calls for it.
Yeah.
Possibly. I don't know. So if anybody has any insight on that, let us know. But this was cool. I was glad to take a look at this. I'm glad we checked it out. This just came out a few days ago, and we like seeing what Sina's up to, especially with full band covers, because they tend to be very interesting. And I thought this one definitely was definitely good.
Sina has a lot of very talented friends as a talented woman.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. She's got quite a network going now.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Yeah, great musicians.
Okay, folks, why don't you let us know what you thought of this? And if you have any particular thoughts that we didn't touch on or details you think we missed, by all means, leave those below. And any suggestions for the future, you can leave those as well. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you enjoyed the presentation, please subscribe. All right, thanks so much for joining us today. We will catch you on the next one. Take care, folks.
See you all later.